Let's do it. So we'll get. Oh my God, my cat is going insane in the background. That's what happens when you switch someone's food over. I'd act the same way if someone swapped my oatmeal for something else in the morning. So let's begin. We'll start off in standing in samastitihi, and then take the feet wide apart, and turn your feet out a little bit. Bend your knees, and then from there you can fall forward, relaxing the spine. Hold on to opposite elbows, and let your torso sway over one leg and then the other. And with wide legs, you can blend in a little bit of skandasana pose. So we can lean over the bent knee, straighten the opposite leg. And let the belly soften. Let the breath get deeper and deeper. If there's any areas in your spine that feel tight, try to move into them. And then as a further step, send the breath there. And the energy always moves away from an area of high pressure towards an area of low pressure. We create areas of high pressure by contracting muscles. So if you were to contract the right side of your core, this would help send the energy to the left side, and vice versa. If you wanted to send energy into the back of your spine, you would contract and shorten the front of your spine. And feel free to hang loose in the middle. Then taking the hands to the floor, take the feet wider, and we'll play with skandasana. So as your left leg turns out, bend into the left knee, right leg straight, and then come across, turning out at the right hip, pivot over the heel, and straighten the other leg. And then continue. There is the option to keep your knee over your ankle, staying more upright. If it feels comfortable to move into a squat, you can fully bend the knee as much as you're comfortable. Using the hands for support, nice and easy. And then next time the left leg bends, we'll pause there. Straighten the right leg. Try flexing toes towards shin, and sit back as far as you're comfortable. We'll take a few breaths there. If you are pretty close to the ground, you can also play with shifting the weight from the heel to the ball of the foot, toe squat to heel squat. Great way to awaken the feet. And then switching sides, bend the other knee, straighten the other leg. And then you can hang out in the heel squat or alternate. Lift the heel and lower. Lift the heel and slowly lower, awakening the feet. Come back to center, parallel feet. With an inhale, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, hands to the waist, bend the knees a bit. Inhale, roll up to standing. And exhale, samastitihi, mountain pose. Lift and spread all of your toes. Engage the front of the thighs. And just imagine you were squeezing a yoga block in between your thighs, awakening these inner thigh muscles. And now try lifting all of the toes. Just press the big toes down only. And then switch it up. Big toes lift. All the other toes root down. Balls of the feet root down. Big toes up. Great way to awaken the arch of your foot. Then switch again. Big toes down. All the other toes up. Ooh. And then once more, lift the big toes, root the others. And then soften the toes down, samastitihi. Half sun salutation. Inhale, spread the arms like wings, reach up,
Look towards thumbs. Exhale, lead with the chin folding, hands to the shins or touch the floor and bow in.
Inhale, roll up halfway. Use your fingertips on the ground. Exhale, fold again, contracting front of thighs, toes spread. Inhale, rise up, spreading the arms like wings.
Look to thumbs. And exhale, mountain pose. And again. Inhale, spread the arms, lift the chin behind the arms, gazing at thumbs. Exhale, fold,
and then follow your nose to your belly button. Inhale, roll up halfway using fingertips. Bending your knees, exhale to plank pose. Plant the palms, take a breath. Exhale, push off the toes, bend the elbows. Back to high plank, inhale. Exhale, push off the toes, coming forward, bend the arms. Back to plank, inhale. Last one. Exhale, push off the toes, bend the arms, and come all the way down. Shalabhasana. Spreading arms like wings, squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lift everything up, work the inner thighs. Exhale to come down. Twice more. Inhale, lift the arms, engaging upper back, lift the legs. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale, lift arms. Exhale, lower down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, pull through the arms, squeezing shoulder blades, lift everything up and hold the pose, 3 breaths. Squeezing inner thighs, try to keep the legs straight. It's very difficult. And exhale down, hands by the low ribs. Inhale, upward dog, pulling through. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. And we'll take 5 breaths. You can walk your dog, move the hips side to side, stretching into the armpits, lengthening one side of the body by contracting the opposite side. Return to down dog in the center. On a long inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look thumbs. Inhale, step forward, lift the chin. Exhale, fold, contracting quadriceps, head to knees. Inhale to rise up, lifting the arms overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, gaze between hands. Exhale, step back and lower to Chaturanga. Knees could drop and then hips. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling, use the core, down dog. And breathe, walking the feet slightly closer to the hands, feet about hip width. Engage strongly through the abdominals. Three more breaths. Try to find stillness in the pose. Long exhale, bend the knees, look thumbs. Inhale, step forward, half lift. Exhale, fold in, head down. Inhale to come up. Exhale, mountain pose. And repeat. Inhale, lift the arms, join the hands. Exhale, fold forward, hands about shoulder width, bowing in. Lifting the chin, inhale, look between hands. Exhale, low plank, Chaturanga, leading with the heart. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale from the core, downward dog, and breathe. And this time try finding more of a back bend, pushing the hips back. Try it with your knees bent first, and if you're quite flexible, try to reach your heels down as you do it. Pressing the heart towards the feet with strong, straight arms. Just imagine the forearms lifting away from the floor. You may feel a bit of engagement in the upper back. Still, we can use a bit of abdominal strength to help support and relax the lower back, sending energy into the low back. One more breath. On a long exhale, bend the knees, lift the heels. Inhale, jump or step, and look up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Bend your knees for chair pose. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, diving forward. Bend your knees to touch down. Inhale, look between hands. Push through them. Try to lift your heels. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky on an inhale and pause there, making big circles with the right hip joint. Press the knee out to the right and then up to the sky. Engage the buttocks and allow your pelvis to follow your knee out to the right. So there's more of a lengthening along the right side of the spine and a strong contraction through the left side. On the next exhale, right foot forward, back foot flat, warrior one stance. Inhale, roll up, lifting the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows and hinge forward over your leg. Inhale to come up, straight arms. Exhale, bend the elbows and squeeze the shoulder blades as you tip forward. And once more, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades as you come down. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, take the hands to the floor past your right foot. Right foot back slightly. Inhale, lift the left leg, lift the heart, and hold the pose. Staying on the tips of the fingers, lift the heart. Phase 2, spread the arms like wings, engaging the upper back. Strong in the quads. Try to balance through the ball of the foot and the heel. And then hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down slow, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale from the core, downward dog. Next inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend the knee and make circles in that hip joint. Out to the left, up to the sky. Turning the pelvis with the knee. So we're unsquaring the hips. Instead, creating lateral flexion, engaging through the right side of the core to create length and space through the left side. From the hip all the way up to the left armpit. Open space. And then next exhale, left foot behind the hand, back foot about 45 degrees, warrior one stance. Inhale, rise up, lift the arms. Exhale, cactus arms, squeezing the shoulder blades, hinging forward. Inhale, come up with buttock power. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, come up. Exhale, squeeze the cactus once more. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, take the hands to the floor past your left toes. Left foot back a little. Spread the toes, root the foot. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the right leg. Strong in the quadriceps. Strong in the ball of the foot. You can play with that weight transfer. Next phase, arms spread. Lift the heart a little more. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale from the core,
downward facing dog. And breathe. Take a few breaths to hold. Both legs engaged, just like a balancing pose. Awaken the connection to the ball of the foot by lifting and lowering the heels a few times. And we're only doing this because the ball of the foot is generally a more difficult connection to establish. So you can feel the calves contracting as the heels flow up, and they gradually lengthen as the heels come down. And then heels up. Bend your knees out to the sides, look thumbs. Inhale, jumper step forward, half lift. Exhale, fold, head towards knees. Bend the knees for chair. Inhale, lifting arms. Exhale, standing tall, samastitihi, mountain pose. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, chair pose, lifting arms. Exhale, hands to floor, look to navel. Spine rounded, inhale, look between hands. Try to lift your heels, try to lift the feet, and hold 3 breaths. Gazing between hands. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale from the core, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg on an inhale. Exhale, right foot forward, back foot flat, warrior 1 stance. Inhale, rise up, lifting the arms. Exhale, right arm underneath the left for eagle arms, or modify holding opposite elbows. And then bend your front knee, lean over it, lift your left leg. From there, take your left knee out to the side, ankle over the right thigh, so it's like a pigeon leg with eagle arms. And then lift the elbows, breathe deep. Gaze up towards hands. And then releasing the interlace, open the arms up, open the leg up, half moon. Gaze down your right fingers as the left leg stacks over the right leg, strong in the buttocks. Strong in the ball of the foot. Strong in the sides of the core. Maybe the heart comes up a little higher. And then land in a warrior 2 stance. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Right arm reaches back. Exhale, windmill the arms, taking your left hand down. Lunge on left toes. Right arm up. Phase 2, go onto the outer edges of both feet. Phase 3, lift your right knee. Slowly bring the foot behind you for Wild Thing. And breathe. Keep the right heel raised in Wild Thing. Engage the buttocks to lift the hip. And then back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale from the core, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, bending knee, open the hip. Exhale, left foot forward, back foot flat, warrior 1 stance. Inhale, roll up, lift the arms. Exhale, left arm underneath for eagle, or hold opposite elbows. We hinge forward at the hip, load up the left heel. Right hip turns out, bending that knee as you lift the foot, and then bring it over the left thigh. Bend the standing leg, lift the elbows, gazing up, and breathe. Squeeze the forearms. We can also squeeze the hands, awakening different balances of opposing actions in the body. It's very hard to talk in this pose. 2 more breaths. And then opening up, half moon. Lift the right knee to the sky, engage the buttocks, open the arms. Gradually straightening the legs if possible. Gazing down that bottom thumb.
Only 10 minutes left in class. Can you believe it? Just flies by, doesn't it? Lift the heart a little higher. And then land the back foot, warrior 2 stance. Inhale, reversing the warrior. Left arm reaches back. Exhale, windmill the arms. Right hand down, lunging on right toes. Left arm up. Option 2, outer edges of both feet. Option 3, extra strong in the right side of the core. Pick up the left knee. Slowly bring the ball of the foot behind you. And then open up to wild thing. Then back to center. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee. Come onto the tips of your right fingers, lengthening right side body. Make circles in the right hip, engaging the buttock. Strong in the left side of the core. Now, next time you lift that right knee, pause there, engage the buttocks, lift it higher. You can stay on the fingertips or slowly bring the ball, the foot down. Wild thing round 2. Go onto the outer edge of your left foot. Stay on the right toes, keeping the right heel lifted. Extend the hip. And then back to down dog, right leg up. Exhale, knee towards the left arm. Straighten the right leg out to the side for fallen triangle. Go onto the inner edge of your back foot. Stacking shoulders, reach up. If you like an extra challenge, focus on the shoulder alignment and then bring the right leg out of its full range. Lift the leg, working the inner thigh. Dynamic lifting and lowering, 3 more to go for a total of 5. Back to down dog, lift the right leg. Exhale, step outside the right hand. Lower the left knee down. You can slide it back or fold the edge of the mat over. And then pivot out over your right heel for gecko. You can press the hand against the inner thigh or pick up the back foot. Right hand catching that foot. And then twist, gazing over right shoulder. This could be a really nice quad stretch if you pull the heel into the buttock. Or you can kick the foot back into the hand to focus more on the rotation of the rib cage. Exhale, release. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up, bend the knee, circle the hip. Go onto the tips of your left fingers, lifting the palm. Big broad movements from the hip joint, strong in the buttocks. Lift the knee and pause. You could stay there. Next phase, land the ball of the foot. Go onto the outside edge of the straight leg foot. And then reach back, keeping the heel raised. Buttocks are strong, lifting the left hip. And then back to down dog, lift the left leg. Exhale, fallen triangle, knee towards the right arm. Straighten that left leg off to the right side. And then stacking shoulder, pick up the right arm. If you're working on the next stage, go out of the full range of motion, sliding the left foot towards the back of the mat. Focus on the shoulders, strong left core, and then lift the left leg and lower 5 times. 3 more to go. This is really good for strengthening the adductors, inner thighs. If you have really open hips, there's a good chance that your inner thighs are comparatively lacking in strength. No offense. Left leg up on the inhale. I'm in the same club. Exhale, left foot outside the left hand. Drop the right knee back. And then pivoting out over the left heel, turn out from the hip joint. Left hand against inner thigh, lean back. Option 2, pick up the right shin. Left hand reaches for the foot. And then open up, squeezing heel to buttock. Or open the chest more, kicking foot into hand. And breathe. Three more breaths. Is everybody feeling awake? And then release. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower your knees. Bring your elbows in. So really hug in. And then we lift through the elbows while also pressing out through the hands. And we'll take that awareness of elbows in to dolphin position. If you like to do forearm stand, you could set up on a wall. I'll show you dolphin first. Lifting the heels and buttocks, press the heart to the feet, and then keep on walking your feet towards your elbows until it feels like a challenge in the core of the body, in the abdominals. Next stage, lift your left leg. Start to swing, going on to tips of right toes. Then the swing becomes a really small jump. I'm just barely leaving the floor with my right foot. Over time, bigger jump, looking between the elbows or towards the hands, somewhere between that point. And that's where you can hold the pose. If you're using the wall, then set up about a shin's length from the wall. It doesn't have to be precise. The elbow is the base of support. So the elbow is about a shin's length. Then we can swing the right heel into the wall, left leg off the wall. Squeeze the inner thighs and hold. You use the wall against your heel, but keep your pelvis off of the wall, attempting to stack it over the elbow. Hold as long as you can. This is a great way to work on your inversions. Really focus on lifting out of the shoulders, lifting shoulder blades to ears eventually. And then try the other leg when you're ready. Starting with a little swing. Feel free to take little breaks in between. In child's pose, we'll be wrapping up class very soon. Ooh. You can also try looking at your heart once you have the balance of the pose. And that's about enough of that. Let's meet in child's, sitting back on the heels for a few breaths. And then rise up through a vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lay down. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower the knees again, shins parallel, setting up for Ustrasana, camel pose. One of my favorite counter poses for forearm stand. Shoulders looping up and back. Low belly sucks in, pelvic floor lifts up. That's the floor of the core. Focus on those actions as the heart lifts. You could stay here with the hands outside of the sacrum. Phase 2, exhale to engage the core. Try catching your heels as you go back, and then hold on as you relift the heart. So we all end up in the same point as far as the spine goes, just different arm variations. Just imagine you're squeezing a yoga block to awaken the inner thighs and help lift the heart. One more breath. And with a strong core, come all the way up. And then sitting back, bring your legs out in front. Take your hands about half a foot behind you. Take your feet wide, and then windshield wiper the legs side to side, going as far as you can to each side. I'm limited by my microphone. I'm trying not to squish it so we don't lose sound. Here we go. Less attachments. What did the yogis say to the door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman? No thanks, too many attachments. I use that joke every year. It's not that funny anymore. So we'll bring both knees to the left side. You can pause there. Feel free to wiggle your left foot further forward, right knee further back, with the option of folding over the left shin like pigeon. If you are quite loose in the hips, you might also straighten the right leg out, spiraling the thigh in, lifting the knee with the base of the toes rooting. For additional stability around the knee joint, try pressing the ball of your foot against your right hand. You can also try pressing the back of the heel against your hand. This just engages different muscles around the back of the calf or even around the back of the hamstring. And then inhale, slowly coming up. And switch sides, hands behind you, knees to the right. And then try sliding the left knee back a little, right foot forward, opening up the pose. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, folding somewhere over the right shin. Maybe it's the knee, maybe it's the foot. You can play around. If you're quite flexible, try to straighten the left leg, spiraling it in. Lifting the left knee. And try pushing the back of the right heel into your hand to engage behind the knee. This can give a lot of stability to the knee joint. So for years I was having knee problems in any kind of knee flexion. I learned how to do this from riding a bicycle, and then eventually brought that into my yoga practice, and then no problems, whether it's a squat or a lotus. So maybe that resonates with you as well. Inhale, slowly come up. Then take a comfortable sitting position. Could be Siddhasana with one foot in front of the other, one of the better sitting poses as an alternative to lotus. Find a tall spine, draw the arm bones back. Close the eyes. Relax the forehead and the jaw. Imagine the tailbone dropping a bit. And take a few slow, deep breaths. And we'll close practice with 3 deep ohms, bringing the hands together. Take a slow breath in. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining today. On that note, we'll close practice. Feel free to continue practicing. I taught a class called Breathe Peace yesterday. It's a 15-minute class, which is 10 minutes of breathing and 5 minutes of meditation on the breath. So I'll paste the link in the chat. And if you'd like to do that, I highly recommend it if you have another 15 minutes. It's just a great way to continue your morning and get really grounded for the day. I'll paste the link in there. Just give me 10 seconds to find it here. Just going to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to get in the habit of pasting alternatives to the finishing series in my Ashtanga classes as well, so that if you ever want to end class early, you can be guided through the finishing series with modifications. Where are we here? There we go. Yeah, so if you look in the chat now, you'll see a link there. Just kidding, I didn't paste it yet. Everyone in meeting. There we go, there it is. So yeah, treat yourself to 15 more minutes. It's really great. I think it'll really help shift your day in the direction you want it to go into. And you know, that pranayama and meditation, the listening to the more subtle parts of the body, I think that's really where it's at, you know. These poses are just ways to help us really get a good feel for those connections. And then in meditation and breathing, they're way more subtle. And they really help repattern our nervous system to create this calm, peaceful inner body. Thanks, everybody. Oh, Mark, wonderful. I'm so glad you made it, man. That's awesome. Had I known you were there, I would have definitely put you on spotlight for the Om. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to shut down the meeting now.